And, you know, rest in peace to the late, great Big Pun. You know what it's looking like? It's looking like Miguel Cotto is not a killer, because guess what? It is August the 21st, 2014, and what I'm going to say to you is that, listen, Cotto is in a situation that in the first half of 2015, he has to fight either Gennady Golovkin or Saul Canelo Alvarez. Now, that's if Golovkin gets past Marco Antonio Rubio on October the 18th. I'm T Street Controversy. This is T Street Controversy Live. What I'm saying is this. The WBC has ordered Miguel Cotto to face the winner of Marco Antonio Rubio and Gennady Golovkin. So Miguel Cotto is due back this December. Canelo was due back this November, if I'm correct. But if you get what I'm saying, in 2015, sometime in, I'm going to say if he's fighting in December, sometime in April, May, June, July, he's got to fight Golovkin or vacate the title. You get what I'm saying? So what I'm trying to figure out is, if you haven't heard, Bob Arum, Oscar De La Hoya, there's been rumblings about them taking on Mayweather Promotions on May the 2nd, 2015, by putting on Saul Canelo Alvarez versus Miguel Cotto. But now that fight is in danger, because what does Miguel Cotto do? Now, if he decides to vacate the title and go on to fight Saul Canelo Alvarez, fans are going to be, okay, still a great fight. But there's also going to be a nice amount of fans that are going to say, he ducked Golovkin. So he really wasn't a real middleweight, right? You're going to say, oh, well, he wasn't really a real middleweight. Now, depending on how you look at it, you can look at the situation where Roy Jones went all the way up to fight John Ruiz. You know, he didn't get no flack. People didn't say he wasn't a real heavyweight. But see, I don't know how to look at it. But either way, regardless, it's going to be about the money, right? Is it going to be about the money? Because a fight with Saul Canelo Alvarez is going to be more money than a fight with Gennady Golovkin. You know, but if you fight Golovkin, you have a chance of being of having your title, you know, the 160-pound champion. Remember, he's supposed to be the 160-pound champion. But then if you fight Golovkin and you win, you become the WBC, the ring, the WBA, and the IBO. So basically, you become the man who beat the man, because you're the man who beat the man. So you have all that glory right there of conquering a man who may be undefeated if he defeats Rubio. Cotto, a person that fans say no, he's not going to fight, doing a Saul Canelo Alvarez era's Landy Lar, and get all those belts to become a great one of the recognized 160 pounders of all time, because of beating Golovkin. See, it's I'm not trying to spend 20 minutes up here trying to prove my point, but do you go after that glory of fighting Golovkin and taking that big risk, or do you go after that big money fight with Saul Canelo Alvarez? You know, and that's the situation that Cotto's going to be in coming up soon. Now, they could pull a trump card. I mean, they could pull, you know, a different card and just have Cotto and Canelo fight at the end of this year. But here's the thing. They already have their dates. HBO and Cotto and Top Rank, they already have a deal going on for this year, later this year. So Canelo Alvarez is under that Showtime Golden Boy contract, and Showtime won more pay-per-view in that 3-fight 2014 Showtime deal. So it's like a 5% chance, and I'm just throwing maybe even a 1% chance that this fight, that Cotto versus Canelo, would happen in 2014. But one thing for damn sure is the only way it's going to happen in 2015 is if Cotto, you know, vacates the title, because whoever is like, this coming up in December is Cotto's voluntary defense. He can fight whoever he wants. But the WBC, if you notice, has been putting on purse bids and, you know, ordering, you know, fights to happen and all that kind of stuff. So it's looking like it's going to be that. It's looking like honestly, my personal opinion, I think he's gonna fight Canelo. I think we're gonna be right about this 160 pound, division thing. And remember, what I'm saying is all this is set in stone. Whoever he fights in December, he has to fight the winner of Rubio and Golovkin. And if he doesn't, he's gonna be stripped. So I don't believe he's gonna fight Golovkin, especially with Freddie Roach, and they can't pull none of their bullshit with catch weights because it's a mandatory defense. So regardless, you gotta fight him. You may be able to give Golovkin more money, for the weight, but still, either way, it's a rock in the hard place. Now Cotto can box. Cotto can box, but Cotto scars, and when Cotto goes up against big punchers, he get his face smashed up. So, that's what I'm concerned about. He has the boxing ability and the defense to beat a Golovkin, but he can't take the power of that full 160-pound Golovkin. And remember, he's only had one fight at 160 pounds, and that was against Sergio Martinez, a broken Sergio Martinez. Despite what you said, Sergio Martinez that was not the same man from 2010, 2011, and 2012. So now, if he goes the Canelo route, will him fighting Canelo, will fans forgive him by not fighting Golovkin? Will fans feel like betrayed? Like, damn, we really wanted to see Golovkin. Now, we know Canelo, that fight can always happen. But that Golovkin fight, Miguel Cotto Golovkin, that's a fan's dream right there. I'm talking about a hardcore fan's dream. But if you don't know, I'm T-Street Controversy Live. I cover boxing, every single major fight live, boxing news or whatever the case. Got a website going on, Real Combat Media, your boxing articles, interviews. And just stick in there, a couple more months, things are going to start moving a whole lot faster. So I'm going to say subscribe. Follow me on Facebook, friend me on Facebook. The links to all my social media is down below. And all my social media means something. It's not, I just don't have these accounts. I'm using all of them for a different purpose. T-Street Controversy Live. Let me see.